Why didn't I defrost these this spring? Hi folks, and welcome to Chick Happens. In today's episode I'm going to talk about freezers. I probably have too many freezers. I probably have more freezers than most people. I'm sure I got freezers that I don't need, but I like having freezers. The bad thing about having freezers is you need to defrost them every once in a while. And that's usually on my spring to-do list that I didn't get to this spring. If you've seen my procrastination video, you'll get what I'm talking about. This is a small freezer here that I have. There's some 1 pound packs of deer meat in here that need to get used up, and believe it or not, this freezer is relatively clean. I can't say that for the rest of my freezers. There's 3-4 inches of ice up there, and I know this is killing the efficiency of this freezer. Not that it's great anyway. This freezer is probably 15-20 years old, but this needs to get defrosted. Here's a pork shoulder from 2017. I'm sure it's still good. It's vacuum sealed. I just need to get it out of here and make something, along with this butterball from last year, and then all the other things in here that need to get used up so that I can get this defrosted and cleaned and ready for the pigs that we're going to butcher here in about 2 months. I got a little chest freezer here. I wasn't even in the market for buying a chest freezer, another one, but this was too good of a deal to pass up. An elderly lady was selling it, the price was right, and I grabbed it. There's nothing in this one now, thank God. But this will be maybe one of the freezers I use to plug in and move some of the other stuff into this freezer while I can get some of these other ones defrosted. When I send the wife a text and I tell her I bought something, I'm bringing it home tonight, and you're not going to be happy, she's not going to come back with, oh my God, did you buy a new vehicle? Did you get a bass boat? You didn't buy a new four-wheeler, did you? It'll be none of that. She'll simply reply, you bought another freezer, didn't you? And that's usually the case. Take this freezer for example. This freezer here, believe it or not, is in a spare bathroom. And I know what you're saying, CJ, what kind of person puts a freezer in their spare bathroom? You know, somebody like CJ. But this is a 110, 120-year-old farmhouse. It's laid out really weird. I had an extra freezer that I needed to plug in that was close to the kitchen. I had room in here, so this is where it went. That's going to need some attention soon. That's getting to be the better part of 3 inches on that frost. And up here too. And there's some containers back there that are kind of welded in that I'm going to have to pry out. It almost looks like 2015, maybe 16. But this is going to need to be defrosted. And now, don't get me wrong, we don't let food go to waste. We try to be as frugal as we can. But when I don't get on defrosting these, sometimes things get passed over, and pretty soon you need to just bite the bullet, defrost them, and get this stuff eaten up. And speaking of being frugal, I'd like to take a moment to give a shout out to to one of my subscribers, and I subscribe to her, is Pajama Bottom Mama. She is the king of frugality. She plans out meals, she chronicles her day, and she shares with you how she saves money in preparing meals and all kinds of other good stuff. It's a great channel, and if you can, check it out, and I'll leave her link down in the description. You know, the kitchen freezer don't look too bad. I might be able to go another 2-3 years before I defrost this one. And I like that. I'm out in the barn here now. This is a huge chest freezer. I'm not even sure if it's plugged in or if there's anything in it. But I can tell you this, I'm going to wait till one of my buddies come over and I'll have him open it and look into it. That's what friends are for, right? This is another freezer I have in the barn, or at least the top part of this refrigerator. This one don't look too bad either, although it does need to be wiped out. I probably shouldn't have to defrost this one for another couple years. I do have several other freezers throughout the buildings here. They're buried under various projects that I've been putting off for a couple years, but I'll get to them. Those I know for sure aren't plugged in. But I do have a couple that need tending to, and they need to get defrosted here soon. Because as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be butchering some hogs here in the next couple months, and deer season's only a couple weeks away. Thank you for hanging out with me here at Chick Happens. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like the video, please share it with some others, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. And I'd also like to remind you, if you'd like to check out a real cool channel, go to Pajama Bottom Mama and see what she's all about. If you like saving money and planning meals, her channel is right up your alley.